It is now my privilege to invite Professor Bramanandam Manavathi, Project Director, ANRF-PAIR, University of Hyderabad, to address the gathering. Professor Bramanandam Manavathi is a professor in the Department of Biochemistry, School of Life Sciences, University of Hyderabad, with expertise in cancer biology, cell signaling, and tumor metastasis. His research primarily focuses on tumor heterogeneity, cellular plasticity, and molecular signaling pathways involved in breast cancer development with the objective of identifying novel therapeutic targets. He has published extensively in the fields of cancer biology and molecular medicine, making significant contributions to translational cancer research. Welcome, sir.
At the outset, very good morning to everyone. Professor Ahmad Kamal, Professor Vijulata, Professor Lalita Guru Prasad, Dr. Avataram, and Professor Padmavati, and off the dais, the colleagues, student friends, and other invitees. So it is my really privilege to stand before you in front of this gathering. This is really an exciting moment for both University of Hyderabad and Osmania University. There are for several reasons. See, both universities, faculty members used to work in silos. Most of the time, they work in sporadically here and there. We have some collaborations, but concretely coming together, there was hardly any such kind of program, kind of initiative never happened it. So through the Anusandhan National Research Foundation, this is one good platform where that both scientists from the faculty member from both universities are actually directly participating such a good event for a noble cause. For a noble cause in the theme, innovations in health and medical technologies. So we are coming together with a single proposal and working on that. So I'll tell you how this actually happened. How this entire proposal was generated. In 2023, Anusandhan National Research Foundation was established by an Act of Special Parliament Act, and so the ANRF, simply called as, ANRF objective is to enhance the research ecosystem in Indian universities. That was the primary objective. So with that, ANRF has actually made several initiatives. It's like one of the flagship program of the ANRF is PAIR program. That is PAIR, Partnerships for Accelerated Innovation and Research. So the ANRF-PAIR is one of the flagship program where that the institutions who are getting awarded with this fellowship, this grant, receives approximately 100 crores. That's a huge grant. So the University of Hyderabad, along with the 6 spoke universities, is one of the successfully kind of awarded awardees of that particular grant. So it's a proud moment. That's why I said that it's a really proud moment and a very exciting moment for both the universities. So you can actually appreciate it, a big applause for both. See, the ANRF actually categorized the institutions across the country into 3 categories primarily: Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. So Tier 1 are the institutions we call them as hub institutions, and the remaining Tier 2 and Tier 3 institutions are called as spoke institutions. So it's basically they are following a hub-spoke model. So role of the hub is to handhold the spoke institutions, provide the necessary infrastructure, and nurture the students by mentoring both faculty and as well as the scientists. So students. So that is actually the model, and the spoke institutions has to grab this opportunity to elevate themselves in terms of their research infrastructure by publishing and trying to promote their own research. So that was actually the real objective and objective aim and behind the ANRF-PAIR projects. And another important objective of the ANRF is that, of course, it's part of the government objective primarily that Atmanirbhar and then Vikasit Bharat. So that to realize this Atmanirbhar Bharat and Vikasit Bharat, the ANRF actually planned to invest roughly 1 lakh crore rupees with partnering with the private institutions. We cannot imagine, you just imagine it is not 100 crores or 200 crores, nearly 1 lakh crore rupees they are going to plan to invest in the innovation and research. So that is in the span of 5 years. So there is a huge opportunities for the Indian institutions and the scientists so that they can elevate themselves and grab this opportunity to put the India in forefront parallel to the China. See, China is heading so fast now, we can't actually catch them. But to meet the national needs, India requires such an important opportunities to grab it. See, India is an enormous country, huge country. It's a huge country of 144 people with enormous talent, young talent. But unfortunately, adequately, actually, the amount of the people that has been actually nurtured into the real innovation and science is actually very less. Frankly speaking, this is the actually fact. Because social preferences, particularly in the two states, in Andhra Pradesh and then Telangana, Telugu states, our social preference is favor of medicine or the engineering. That's why the real cream always goes to the engineering and then in a medicine, but only the remaining 30% or 40% of the cream comes to the basic science. This is actually, we have to believe this fact. Right, so that these are the kind of platforms, innovative platforms where that the government is trying to attract the student to the the innovation and research side. So I think that there is plenty of ample opportunities for the students to come into the science and technology for the innovations. And when it comes to this current workshop today, we are going to organize. Artificial intelligence is a buzzword. It's a buzzword. Artificial intelligence has invaded, entrenched in our society. It is extremely difficult to remove from our day-to-day activities. We heard anthropic AI, creative AI, generative AI, and then intelligent AI, then so on and so forth. You have plenty of it. So it's not that AI is just simply evolving it, but it is making us to evolve as well. If we don't evolve, I think probably we are actually far behind. We left behind with the technology. So the drug discovery has been a marathon for many decades and centuries. There was actually, if you want to develop a drug in general, it takes nearly 15 years to 20 years of time, right? Starting from the screening, drug screening to characterization, followed by the development of the lead molecule and making into the market. It nearly takes 15 years to 20 years, and then spending billions of dollars. There is at least $1 billion has to be invested to make one novel drug to come into the market. And you see that patients are actually waiting that some new drug will come so that my treatment, my disease can be cured of it. So that is the secondary aspect it. So now with the emergence, the advent of this AI technology, AML technologies with new algorithms, definitely the process is going to be smoother, faster, and in a very intelligent way that we can actually make the entire process to probably 5 years or maybe like 4 or 5 years maximum. So that is the power of the AI. So in this 2-day workshop, I'm sure that you are going to learn many aspects related to the drug discovery, how the AML is going to implicate to the development of the novel drugs and how the process can be smoother. And the drug discovery is a kind of in its core, basically it's a data problem. We have the data generated through the proteomics, genomics, metabolomics, and followed by several other assays, biochemical assays, and at the end we also gather the information from the clinical data, right? So how we are going to integrate this entire enormous data to finally get a one single compound or a lead molecule to emerge as a drug? So it is definitely a Herculean task for a human being. It's beyond the human capacity to integrate all together in one single shot. But the AI/ML can actually shorten this. That is the power of AI/ML. It can integrate all this and then can generate one unique platform where that you can actually identify the molecule, because it can actually analyze the molecular behavior and then the nature of the molecule, how it actually going to act it, and also identify a lead molecule which can actually best suits, and then it can give you the better kind of efficacy. See, but having said, and then these are all the advantages of the AI, there is one major limitation currently that people are actually facing it. That is the ethical challenge. So while we embrace the AI for the betterment of the society, but we have to actually address these ethical challenges. So one of the ethical challenges that we face is that the data transparency in the AI, and also validity of the data, and bias, and there so on and so forth. So we have to address all these ethical issues, so then we'll have a wonderful the future of the applications of the AI in the protein drug designing and then in a medicine. So I believe that this is a wonderful platform for all the participants. I'm sure that there are experts who can speak more about the real applications of the AI/ML in the protein drug designing. So I'm sure that you will have a wonderful time and enjoy this this time, and then grab this opportunity. So I wish the organizers to have a great success of this conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights and detailing about ANRF-PAIR project and mentioning the necessity of evolution in this competitive era.